Design specifications. Now, this is going to be something that concerns us for the second half of the semester. A design specification is an important document. You can think about it like the blueprint for building a website or a game or an application that is similar to what a blueprint would be to a house. So in other words, the product doesn't exist yet, the software, application, or website doesn't exist yet, and you've dreamt up what you want it to be. Now, communicating it is something that you do using a design specification, sometimes called a product requirements document, and it's really a guide. It's a collection of information about your concept, and the purpose of it is to communicate with the people who are going to build it. So you want to communicate this to your client, you want to communicate this to your managers and your team, and to the developers who are going to build it. So the process of developing products involves a lot of different people. These are all of the different tracks, all of the different disciplines that are typically involved in developing something from start to finish. You have everything from the strategist, the UX and UI designers, someone responsible for information architecture and content strategy, and front-end and back-end developers who are really the people who are going to be building your product. And then finally, the QA department, who is going to be responsible for making sure that the product built is what you envisioned it to be. So you can see that the importance of the design specification is really huge when it comes to this. So the same reason that architects create detailed drawings and plans for the builders and carpenters who are going to produce their buildings, it's the exact same reason. Designers work from a set of requirements, typically, that are created by a strategist or a business analyst, and then they provide developers with more detailed information, guides, visual examples, visual references, and wireframes about how the product should look and function. Now, the product manager is sometimes called the product owner. This is a really common role. Now, most software or applications have someone that is considered the product owner or product manager. They're responsible for the whole life of that product, and they're someone that typically is involved from start to finish, and they own all of the required functions of what that product is going to do. So they may oversee the development of the right features and ensure that the design and UX is accurately meeting the business goals of whoever the client is. So how do they do this? They use something called a design specification. Sometimes it's also called a product requirements document, or a PRD. Now, this includes all of the instructions and all of the guidelines that a developer will need in order to build the product correctly. So I'm going to go into a bit more detail about what the contents of a product requirements document or design specification are, and your assignment for the next few weeks is going to be to create your own design specification.